Drug plane busted in Mardia. Teen accuses cop of burning him. Saudis seek oil investments. And the problem of irresponsible journalism. I am Noriko Bulford, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. 23-year-old Brazilian national Mateus Vinicius Ponces Alberto and 43-year-old Colombian national Rodrigues Canon Dandres Esteban are currently under arrest after they were caught illegally landing at an airstrip in Mardia with a total of $484.5 million worth of cocaine and marijuana on Sunday. The cops uncovered 639.9 pounds, or 290.2 kilos of coke, worth $435.3 million, and 120.45 pounds, or 54.6 kilos of marijuana, together, which was worth $49.1 million. The two are currently in Georgetown awaiting charges. This morning, two showers from over 200 indigenous villages converged on Georgetown for the 2022 National Douche House Council Conference. Over the next 5 days, they will address issues linked with ensuring equity, indigenous rights, and the preservation of their culture and identity. While the president says they have his government's full support in preserving their culture and identity, he also said it should not be at the expense of economic advancement for the nation as a whole. The president also announced increases in stipends for Tushals from $30,000 to $45,000, while their deputies will now receive $25,000, up from the $15,000. The United States has appointed Adrian Galanek as the new Deputy Chief of Mission for the U.S. Embassy in Guyana. Galanek is a career U.S. diplomat who recently served as a Department of State faculty advisor at the U.S. Naval War College. Prior to that, she was a Deputy Director in the Political Military Affairs Bureau's Office of State Defense Integration. She also served as the Deputy Chief of Mission in Belize and later charged the affairs ad interim. Two police officers are currently under investigation from the Office of Professional Responsibility after 17-year-old Joheem Peters accused the cop stationed at the Vigilance Police Station of torturing him. Hours after the video surfaced, the police stated that Peters was alone in his cell when he fell asleep while smoking a cigarette. The cigarette then fell on him, causing the severe burns all about his body. However, he states that the officers beat him into saying that. Meanwhile, Commissioner Hickens said last night that no police officer will be given police protection for illegal or unethical behavior. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's Car of the Week. Currently on sale is 2016 Suzuki Jimny Sierra 4-wheel drive. It's comes with regular and low-range 4-wheel drive, Bluetooth mag rims, new tires, TV, CD, fog lamps, park camera, and much, much more. Buy cash for $3.4 million, or pay as low as $700,000 down with around $67,000 monthly for 5 years, and it is yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit the showrooms at Lot 171 Bidoroji, Queenstown, a Lot 2 Lamar Street, and tell them they sent you for this sweet deal. Several persons, including a child, are currently hospitalized following a two-car collision on the Soostek-Linden Highway early this morning near the Umbrella Resort. Preliminary reports state that one of the vehicles was overtaking when the accident occurred. The police are currently investigating. Early this morning, Guyanese couple 45-year-old Travis Williams and 35-year-old Shanella Brotheth died in a fiery accident on the Southern State Parkway in Long Island, New York. According to reports, Williams had lost control of the SUV and slammed into a tree, causing the vehicle to burst into flames. Williams was pronounced dead at the scene, while Brotheth subsequently succumbed at the hospital. On Sunday night, one drunk driver ended up pitching trench mud on some poor East Coast resident's home after he lost control of his car and crashed into a trench at Annandale, East Coast, Demerara. He was rushed to the hospital, where he is currently being treated. Guyanese are known for many things, and cheapness is one of them. Thankfully, you could be cheap and still get high-quality Darth, International, Freightliner, Bedford TM, or Scammell truck parts for low prices at Powered Automotive. Visit them at Lot 1161 EE Eccles, or call them on telephone number 6970171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Update. On Saturday, a delegation of over 60 Saudi Arabian officials and businessmen traveled to Georgetown seeking investment opportunities. Minister Barrett told them that Guyana is currently ready to soon tender the bidding for the development of the unclaimed block, the offshore block. They are looking for a partner in developing this area, which is adjacent to Suriname. Meanwhile, after several trips over the past 2 years, the president is making it known that he now wants an end to the promises and a start to the commitments, which is why he announced that in addition to more business ties, the government is ready to make land available for the construction of a Saudi Arabian embassy here. Now for our stupid news of the day. You know what I think is stupid? Irresponsible journalism. Last month, Guyana Daily News was blamed for the riots on the East Coast because they didn't understand the meaning of open arrest. Now it was Kaieteur News' turn to cause unnecessary panic over a complete misunderstanding of the concept of inflation. They said big and bold in the headlines that the central bank is offering such a warning about the increase in the cost of living. But at no point in the article does it quote the central bank as even saying that. In fact, it directly contradicts itself in the next line by saying that it is the rate of inflation which will double from 1.7% to 4%, not the cost of living. And last time I checked, if you increase $100 by 4%, it equals $104, not $200. Now, do I believe that the general inflation rate is higher than 4%? Absolutely, it's far higher than 4%. In fact, institutional financial data is often weeks or even months out of date. But I doubt that it will actually double before the year's end. But even if this is the case, it is honestly irresponsible to say one big, bold thing in the headline only to contradict yourself in the first line. And if you don't see the problem with such a sensationalized and incorrect form of reporting, then that is pretty stupid. It might not be robbery season, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home and business through Sheriff Security Service. Sheriff Security offers well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. These people even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest, now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today. Now for our Uncut News, Viewers Poll Question of the Day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. On Friday, we ask who we should feature in next week's History Profile. Our Seaview Farm says that they'd like to see the late Lieutenant Colonel Vernon St. Albans Jones Williams of the GDF. He was instrumental in starting the People's Militia and defended Guyana in the Rupununi Rebellion. Rob Peters says they'd like to see something about Sir Lionel Luku. I also saw Ivan van Sertima, Janine Mandonka, and even Jim Jones suggested. So yes, look out for those in the future. Now, before we get to tonight's question, you can multiply your cash by selling Digicel Top-Up. This is a legit way you can earn some extra money at your business or to supplement your current hustle. Become a top-up vendor quick and easy by linking with Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. Now for tonight's question. I asked last month about inflation and how it was affecting you. Now I want to know, has things gotten more expensive for you since then, or is it about the same? And if it has increased, by about how much would you say? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bulford saying good night, folks.